Hello everyone and thanks for hanging out with me. It's Let's Talk EV time on Sunday, usually at 7:15, and today I'm on time. Look at me. 7:15, 20 seconds. Yeah. That's the stuff. Who is here? Jürgen is here, Kevin is here, me is here. G is here. Good evening all. Coffee ready. No, we're all here. No, we're 20 people here. Nobody cares. It's fine. It's fine. As always, gonna go through a bit of news that I found this afternoon, and then we go about the main topic. And you can see in the chat there's a poll. What will be my next car? We'll see. Hey, Grow M, how are you? Let's go to the news. We have is someone there? Is someone there? No. I thought someone was there to kill me. Yeah, no cat. Guten Abend, Servus. No cat. Ooh, YouTube tells me to do an advertising. I did it. I'm so mean. Well, what YouTube says we have to do. So, what's happening? First, Volkswagen has increased their output of cars to 366,400 cars in a year, where last year it was 293,000. As far as I know, I think they're building 1,500 cars a day. Is that possible in Zwickau? On 3 or 4 cars in the poll to big SUV stuff. Greetings from Nova Scotia. Greetings from Bavaria. Let's go on. World premiere of the Polestar 3, and so a very, very cute. Polestar invited me to the world premiere, but not to Copenhagen where the car was unveiled. They invited me to go to a Polestar store in Germany. The nearest one was in Munich, and there I can watch the premiere live streamed from Copenhagen, and then I could ask people there from Polestar about the car and stuff. And I wanted to apply to go to Munich, but it said, so I got the invitation, I clicked on the link and I went to Munich, and then it says there are no places left. It's already booked full, so I got it a bit late. But interesting, it has a 111 kilowatt hour battery. That's huge. It's a huge SUV. People say it Model X size. There will be a few versions. I have seen that. Do we have anything? The inside looks different than to the Polestar 2, where it doesn't look like a cockpit anymore. Hey Marty, it's more like a Volvo with 2 screens, and that's it. Looks really nice inside. Like I said, huge car, and you can have it with 400 something horsepower, and there's even a performance model with 30 horsepower more, but it's not more about the power, it's about the suspension. Will be very sporty. 11 kilowatt AC charger, and DC, even though it's a 400 volt system, up to 250 kilowatt, whatever that will be, we'll see. But that would be awesome. That's a good charging power for a 400 volt system. Looking forward to that. Hopefully Polestar invites me to some driving event or so. We'll see. Would be nice. Then Renault Megane is getting more expensive in Germany, from the base model 35,000 to 42,000. Well, almost every car is getting more expensive. Next, Tesla has started in Germany that superchargers have now dynamic pricing. So it depends on the time. So can you see that? On some, so the normal price is something 70 something. The 86 here is when you're not a member, but here 71. 63 depends on what it is, and depending on the time. So from 6 to 10 in the evening, 6 in the morning to 10 in the evening, it's 56 cents per kilowatt hour. Other way around, 74 cents per kilowatt hours, and at night, so from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., it's 56 cents per kilowatt hour. That is nice. Next, that's very important and amazing. In Germany, the Tesla Model Y is the most sold car in September. Not just EV, most sold car. I mean, as usual with Tesla, at the end of a quarter, they're trying to deliver as many cars as possible. And so the last month of a quarter is mostly very strong where they're bringing out cars. So December will be the next one where it's very strong. And but most cars, even in a Golf is usually the most sold car. Wow, that is amazing. Then ID Buzz GTX version was teased. What does it say? It has 150 kilowatt rear, 80 kilowatt front. Has still the 77 sorry, kilowatt hour battery. WLTP range 500 kilometers. That sounds a bit too much. I think that's not what it should be. And it should have a longer wheelbase. Where does it say that? The long wheelbase model. Yeah, there's a different one. There can be a longer wheelbase model, and the longer wheelbase model will have a battery capacity of, again, 111 kilowatt hours. It seems to be a great number. For that they do that, and then you can have the 3 rows. Look at this, up to 7 seats. Screw you. That looks nice, but it would be a heavy car with 110. Then broken down semi-truck was spotted. That was more for me. I wanted to see that. That happens. Nothing special here. Nothing to see here. We did the Polestar 3. We did that already. Yeah, this is nice. Hyundai has published a new platform for EVs that should give 50% more range. Well, maybe it's 50% more battery, so it doesn't mean it's more efficient, but it's all software related now. So those cars that will be coming by 2025 should be all over the air updatable, and it's all about software. Vehicle platform, electronic software platform, data platform, future of mobility. And so Hyundai, Kia and Genesis will all do that. All will support over-the-air updates by 2025. But that will be interesting that they have the new platform. Yeah, why is this? I don't want that. Itty bitty. Oh yeah, that's cute. Look at that car. We have to watch that. It's a car that does 0 to 100 kilometers an hour, so 0 to 62 miles per hour in 1.461 seconds. It's in Germany. Oh my god. It's a very lightweight special electric car. What power do we have? Does it say that anywhere? 240 horsepower, but all-wheel drive. Oh my god. It's scary. They did that well. Filming that through the cable. I thought it's all-wheel drive. Oh my. Come on. Oh my god. That's no time to drive 100 kilometers an hour. Oh my god, that's crazy. It's just funny. Oh, and this was also for me. I want to watch this when Jay Leno tests the rematch Nevada. That would be interesting. That one for me. Let's see if there's anything new with Ionity. Austria is getting a few new ones. Look at that. Oh, the Villach one. That was important. If you want to go from here to Italy, you have to go through Salzburg, Spital, Villach, and then down Udine. And there was no charger from Spital down to here. And so that's good. Anything else in Germany? Dortmund 2 up there. There are 2 here. Where did I charge when we went to Copenhagen? I don't even think if we charged here. Which one is which? Albeck. Yes. Blackenande. Doesn't ring a bell. Well, it's okay. France is still building this one, and Spain is still missing the big one here. Yeah. That's the news. Nothing to see here. No cat, no bathrobe. Yeah, it's warm. We had 21 degrees here today, and tomorrow the same thing. So it's still 21. It's 21 degrees in here. I don't need a rope. It's warm. It's nice. It's still 16 degrees outside. Hello, greetings from Nova Scotia. We did that. Chris, yes, invite people and then have a max limit. Yeah, that's what they do. Tesla is really becoming an iPhone for cars, for better or worse. Yeah, by the way, iPhone. Cindy has an very old iPad, Air 2, she got from her dad, and this thing is acting up like crazy. FaceTime doesn't work anymore. Our messaging system doesn't send her a notification, even though it's on in the app and in the notification thing. Yeah. Lost all faith with Volkswagen full electric cars. Will be moving to Hyundai Santa Fe plug-in hybrid soon. Space needed and shame. Bus not in 7-seater format. Just yes. How much does the driver weigh? I know the time will quadruple if I'm in the driver's seat. Reality goes slow. The latest station in Netherlands, almost 1 year in development. Any news about Smart 1? Not really. 18 here. Who's 18? Oh yeah, the likes. It's only 18. We have to change that later. Not now. We'll wait a bit. Yeah, what is the poll? What does the poll say? 32%, 33% think it's a facelift Volkswagen ID3 GTX. I don't even know when the car will come and how it will look like. We have Tesla Model Y. I've test drove that. Great. But I wasn't the biggest fan of steering and suspension, but I drove a performance made in Germany that was better, but still not there. Polestar 3 is a ginormous car, and also long time till it will come, and expensive. Ioniq 6 is a very nice car. I'm very fond of the 18 degrees. I'm very fond of the Ioniq 6, and I get more and more. Kia EV6, Ioniq 5 were great cars. My problem with it was, especially with the Ioniq 5, it's a huge car and a lot of space that I don't need, and I was, what is it really? And then it was high consumption because of the how the car is formed. The car wasn't made for low consumption, and the Kia EV6 was better, but still a huge car. I'm not saying Ioniq 6 is not a big car; it will be bigger than the ID3, but it's more of a normal car, not SUV, and it has 100 kilometers more WLTP range than the Ioniq 5, but same charging. Sounds very and the Ioniq 5 now already has you can get the update, or new cars already have it, preconditioning the battery when navigating to a charger, and so the Ioniq 6 will have that too. And when will we know when Volkswagen will get it? Because and I want an all-wheel. If I want Ioniq 6, then all-wheel drive and big battery, of course. So otherwise it doesn't make sense to me. And ID7, when I got a picture of it, of an Ioniq 6. You never seen an Ioniq 6? Let's go. That's an Ioniq 6. Well, you see me up there. You don't need to see me. Move you over. It's not the most beautiful car. Not at all. Especially the back, the rear. But it's efficient. and has the big battery, 73 or even more, 75 kilowatt hours, and that amazing charging power of almost 240 kilowatt, 800 volt system. That is nice. That is very, ooh, that's a horrible color. Yeah. So I already talked to Hyundai Autosangl in Landsberg because I was in contact with him with the Ioniq 5, and he agreed that I can drive the Ioniq 6 when it's coming. And as far as it looks like, so ordering could start at the end of October, and then till the cars will come, it could be March, it could be summer, and I have to Walter till the September, so there would be 3 or 6 months overlay. So I'm not 100% sure. I have to see the prices, especially what they do with leasing, because I will do 1 year or 2 year leasing, not too long. Like this time, it was just way too long. But again, I'm very fond of the car, and I thought of the ID.7 because it's also a car that will have more range, even though with the 77 kilowatt hour battery, but the charging is still 170 kilowatt peak. Yeah, maybe it gets better, but meh. So, and of course software and everything, we'll see when it comes. And I think I should change brand, not stay with the same brand all over, so I get other people in here too, not just Volkswagen people. That's it, that's me. What will be your next EV after Walter? That's what we just talked about. And Walter, you ride without an H. I like the ducktail. I'm not the biggest fan of that tail. I don't like the looks of the Ioniq 6. See? It looks as long as the EV6. It's possible. It's just the size inside. And I've seen a few tests, and they said that it doesn't feel as big inside as Ioniq 5. Spent 5 minutes in MG4 yesterday. How was it? Ioniq 6 in dark gray, 100. BMW iX1, nah, because I want an extra electric platform. I don't want a car that could be fossil fuels or electric. I don't know. They don't take advantage of what the electric drive can do. Have you ever heard of an ID.3 not charging the auxiliary battery? The car would not move. It shuts the whole car down. Well, that happened to me in the beginning when the car came out. That was in November of 2020. Since then, they put a software patch on it that the high voltage battery is charging the low voltage battery all the time. But you can always drive the Matrix in between. No, the problem is I have then 2 cars. The overlap is the other way around. So I would like it if I don't have a car and then the Ioniq 6 is coming, but it looks like the Ioniq 6 is coming when I still have the ID.3. Ioniq 6 real is lovely, vibes, blah, 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 blah. I'm Aero guy, so that may explain my taste. What I saw on YouTube, Volkswagen and Hyundai Kia have the same software developers. I don't think so, because I heard of problems with the Ioniq 5, but not like Volkswagen. They never. The thing is with Hyundai, it never had an over-the-air update. It's all at the dealer, but it seems to work better, the update. So, for example, the update to get the preheating of the battery, preconditioning when you're navigating to a charger, takes an hour, not a whole day. Looks nice, but range is limited. Volvo C40, nah. Volvo C40 is a nice car, powerful, but the consumption is extremely high, so you don't get a lot of range out of a big battery. Looks don't matter, it's all about character. MG4 was beeping at me all the time, but I understand why they call it an ID.3 killer. Rent out Walter for their time. Who will rent my ID.3? I doubt it. Hello from Norway. Our ID.3 58 kilowatt TS Pro was updated already 2.4 and recall for the battery module. After the change for module, the battery degrade almost 4%. WLTP is 420. Thank you. Well, don't look at the range that the car shows you, and don't look at Car Scanner Pro or something that shows the kilowatt hour of the battery. You have to do a real test for that. Is the Vauxhall Mokka any good? Well, it all depends what you need. For me, it was a too small of a car with a too small of a battery, not enough power, not enough charging speed. But other people are okay with that. Hi Chris, my ID3 is at the garage in 3 weeks for a very problematic 2.4 update that happens. I'm very disappointed about the way not to communicate a Volkswagen. This happens with a few cars when they get updated, that the control unit breaks and they have to wait for the part and then they have to try it again. It's very annoying. It happened to me with 2.1, I think, also 2 years ago, almost. Just wait a bit with your order, then there will be no overlap. I don't want to wait. I want a launch edition because I get more for the money, and I want it early because, hello, content creator, YouTuber, the earlier I have the car, the better it is for content. If I get the car 6 months later, nobody cares about the car anymore. So, and this is also a reason I want a car that's good for me, but good for the channel. That would be awesome. Unless somebody else gets the Ioniq 5 and gives it to me for a week. Hint. I mean, no way. I know I was making fun of you. Everybody, when I type wrong things as well. Don't worry. Maybe a BYD, Atuteng. It's all cars I don't know. I don't know the brand. I don't know how the service is. I don't know how everything. I don't know. I stay away from brands that are so new that I mean, with Hyundai, there's a dealer not far away. With Volkswagen, with Kia, there's dealers everywhere. I don't have a problem with that. But with stuff like this, the same with MG, even though it's new and the brand is around, but there are not a lot of cars there are partners, agents that they sell the cars for them, but I don't know if the service works the same way. And behind the scenes, since I'm press, I had a few weird things with them. But we'll talk about this in a second. First, I read, my ID3 is going in for the first service next Friday. I was told it will cost 150 euros. That's fine. That's really awesome. 150 euros was my inspection alone without tax. Oh, I got a great comment the other day. Somebody went with the car, I think in Germany, for the inspection, and it cost 400 euros. And then he took my video, showed it to the guy, to the dealership, and they took 100 euros off. So you charge more, and then like you got caught, and then you okay, let's do 300. It's weird. That's really cheap. Weird. Is it still cheaper to drive EVs in Germany than fossils using high power chargers? It all depends where you charge and with what. But gas is really expensive. So diesel is over 2 euros, and super benzene, whatever, I don't know what this is in English, is around 2 euros. And electricity cost at home is more expensive now. I'm lucky one who still has an old contract. I'm scared every day that I get a piece of paper that they increase the price. I'm still at 26 cents per kilowatt hours. That is a lot for other countries, but in Germany right now, that's good. A lot are at 50 or more. And at chargers, Ionity, I still have with my Volkswagen, we charge 30 cents per kilowatt hour, and from December on 35, because it's a new contract. So that's still okay. I'm okay with it. For the price of a Mach-e, I would go for a Tesla Model 3. Is the Mach-e so expensive? I have no idea. Is Mach-e same as EC4? It's the same platform, but a different form. Dedicated platforms are overrated. BMW has proven that. Get the X1. I don't think so. I disagree. I think that if every BMW, electric BMW I went in, it feels and looks like an ICE car, and none of the advantages that an electric platform would give you. Space, the motor is on the front, on the bottom. There's no converter in the front or whatever. I don't know. They haven't used that because they're still producing the same car in ICE form. I'll be test driving Cupra Born and an e-Niro while it's in the garage. That's nice. Looking forward to the Polestar 3. Hyundai and Kia are established and are very innovative these days. I have 30 cent Naturstrom, but new customers there here have to pay 60. i4 is brilliant. Everyone is different. I found the i4 amazingly quiet, but harsh ride. It could have been with the amazing sport tires. A lot of power, but very dramatic, and millions of buttons and so much stuff going on. And there's still a start-stop button and a gear lever in the middle. I don't know. I found it, I don't know, old. It looked like a retro game. A Mocha starts at, but everyone has their taste. It's fine if you like the i4. I'm not mocking you, just saying what I think. In USA, petrol is 1.25 euro a liter, and everyone still complains. Electricity is 6 cents per kilowatt hour. Yeah, everybody complaining when there's change. So when it was 3 cents before, now it's 6 cents. Then oh my God, it's double the price. That's normal. But we talk MG4. So of course, months ago, when MG4 was unveiled, I contacted the German press department of MG, and they told me we will consider you for a press car. Then I saw the first people are getting MG4s to test, so fully charged and so on. And I asked again, can I have a car? And I found out that there is a dealer in Passau, MG agent they call it, which maybe will get an MG4. So a test car for people to test. So I emailed them, hey, are you getting an MG4? It would be nice to test it. And they said, and at the same time, the MG press department sent me an email. You're still on the list. We don't have too many cars. We'll see when we get you to drive the car. Then I get the email from the dealer. Yes, we're getting the car in the mid of October, so now. But it's not our car. The car belongs to MG, and press people can only drive with the car when MG says you're allowed to drive. Okay, so I contacted MG again, told him that, hey, nearby there's an MG4, I can drive it and test it. So you don't have to bring the car to me and give it to me for a week or 2 weeks and then pick it up. It's all for free. You don't have to do anything. And they said, yeah, we have to talk about it here. We'll get back to you. Then a week goes by, and then I get back, sorry, we talked about it and we don't want to get you a car from the dealer. You will get a press car, but right now we don't have a lot of press cars. We don't know when we can offer you a car to drive. And so I said, that's sad. I don't need a whole week with the car. What about if there's a weekend free? I can pick it up, something like this, but I haven't heard back from them. Then I contacted the dealer and told them, sorry, MG doesn't give me the car. They want the press car. And that's weird. So it sounds like they don't have that much confidence in their car building, that a car that was built and goes to a dealer for normal people to drive is not standard to give to a press guy that makes videos about it. So they think maybe there's something wrong with the car. I don't know, a dent here, a scratch here, or something that doesn't work. And then it could be a problem, and that's why they don't want to give me the car. I found it weird. And so I contacted the dealer again. What about if I just drive with the car but don't film it? And they said, yes, we can do that. But you are not allowed to take pictures, you're not allowed to film, and you're not allowed to drive by yourself. Someone will drive with you. Can you believe that? They're not trusting me that I'm not filming the car. And I do it in secrecy or whatever. So really next Friday, so this Friday, what is that, October 21st, at 9 a.m. I'm going to the dealer, test driving MG4. I can drive for an hour, but somebody will drive with me. And again, I'm not allowed to take pictures or film it or do anything. But I will, of course, test it a bit and then make a video about it that will be called that way, that I drove the MG4, but I wasn't allowed to take pictures or film it. It's just Sorry. I didn't get it. What their problem is with their own cars that they show to customers, potential customers. Mocco starts at around £31,000. It is so funny that you and your ex-boss complain about the buttons. Most others are like more buttons. I like more buttons too, and it's not about the buttons. There are not too many buttons. It's not the number of buttons. It's just a lot of stuff. Everything is full. There's still the canal for the gearbox or whatever. There's just so much stuff there that's unnecessary for an EV. And you can see that the i4 was made for normal customers that drove a normal 4 Series, and now if they go in this car, there's no difference. There's not, oh, where's my gear change? It's somewhere else. No, it's at the same spot. You have the same parking brake. You have the same stop button. As it looked more like this, that they let's not get advantage of the electric system. Build the car as it was before, that nobody notices. And you can barely see it when you drive with it that it's electric. It's just the grille in front and in the rear that you don't have exhaust. Otherwise it looks exactly the same. Where were we? So the iX3 and i4 are very efficient and are real cars. I had a Tesla Model X, now an iX. Yes, I know, dedicated but no frunk and ICE level space, but it's miles ahead of the Tesla. Well, it all depends what you like. It all depends what is important to you. The iX3 was a great car, but it's huge for what it does. i4, like I said, is way too sporty for me. iX is just a boat. And whoever likes that, it's nice, but for I don't find it that efficient. The iX3 was efficient. It was good. i4 was okay. iX, hello, it's a huge car, of course, but Model X is also not the most efficient car. I don't know, it all depends what is more important to you. I'm not a big fan of Model Y, Model 3 just with one screen and no buttons anymore, and especially now Model S new with no gear change and whatever, and that you don't have wiping and stuff like this. I'm not the biggest fan of that either. But again, there's a balance. And for me, Volkswagen with ID3, ID4, and also Kia EV6 and Hyundai Ioniq was in the middle. So Ioniq 5 also has some buttons, but it's okay. Which YouTubers do you follow regarding EVs? No one. I'm honest, I stopped watching other EV videos. I follow a few, but I rarely watch them. Because I don't want to be influenced. So somebody's testing a car, I watch it, and they say, oh, it's not very efficient. And then go see the car, and I'm already thinking it's not efficient. And I don't want that. But I follow Next Move for the news on Friday. They're saying stuff that I didn't know, and something new is coming up. They're now rarely making any other videos than news. All the cars that they show is from a different journalist, and they gives them the video about it. I follow Chris Reaver because he's just a nice guy from Norway. He was just at the Polestar 3 event in Copenhagen. It would be nice if I would have been there and we met. And I follow Marcus Brownlee, so MKBHD. He has his second channel where he just films with his iPhone and tests car, but he doesn't test them really. He just has them for a week, and then he sits in the car and tells what he didn't like and what he liked. But there was no word of consumption, charging. He's just reading off specs. It's not really amazing. But I'm guessing he has fun with it, and he makes good videos. But since it's filmed with the iPhone, it's also not amazing, and sound also from the iPhone. So I don't know. It can be good and can't be good. The good thing is with him, of course, because he's MKBHD and has over 10 million, 15 million subscribers. I don't know. He gets all the cars extremely early. And for a while, not just for a day or so. They are afraid of your thorough review. I don't know if they're afraid. Then they wouldn't give me a press car. They're just afraid that the customer test car is not so good, I guess. Anyway, get another German-made EV. Whatever the brand will serve your home channel in Europeans. Buy EU, preferable EU build, cradle to cradle. It would be nice. I understand your point. It would be nice to buy something where everything was built, and it's not some weird patriotic thing, but you know, when not everything is coming from outside. If you build your own batteries and then you build your own car, that's true. But I feel like I should change brand. And Audi has no car, BMW, Mercedes don't have cars that I can afford or I like, and Tesla is building in Germany, but I'm not a Model Y fan. That's the problem. MG told me they're waiting for software update, maybe to stop it to beep beep. You can take photos, but your wife can't. No, my wife won't be there, and she can't either. So that's why this guy is there. I thought about maybe going there after opening hours if they have the car outside, so I can take at least a picture. You can record audio from the test drive. I could do that. That's true. I can put this with a lavalier mic underneath and hide it. But what would I say? I'm just driving and then you can't see, so I can say the same things afterwards too. Would just be boring. Don't worry, you can always draw sketches of the car for a review video. Yeah. If another one is driving with you, there will be no Cindy bashing the car. It's true. Start engine buttons on EVs suck. Totally correct. I don't like that either. I mean, ID3 ID cars have it, but it's just to turn on the ignition if you need it. If nobody's sitting in the driver's seat, I just sit down, press the brake, and it's on. It's awesome. I like it. So Polestar 3 is best option. Yeah. Where's Finnegan? How can the show not have its main host? Sorry, he's still at my parents', and he will be for a while. He's not chatting right now, so my parents are okay with allergies and whatever. And I think he will be there at least to the mid of November. Then he will be with us for a few days, maybe then even again till Christmas. He loves it there so much. My parents love him, and he is a lot alone at home when we are at work, so that's better. Have you ever considered Renault Megane E-Tech? It's a great car, Renault Megane E-Tech. I just don't see any advantage to the ID3 for me. So it's the same car. It's great that it has Android Automotive. I made videos about the Megane E-Tech. I found the power when you go from a standstill a bit underwhelming. It's reducing the power a lot, so you don't get spinning wheels. And so it gets a bit rid of the excitement, in my opinion, but everyone is different. My X is more efficient on 22-inch than a Model X, Raven on 20-inch. I'm not saying that it's less or more efficient than a Model X, it's just less efficient than an ID3 or an Ioniq 6. Handling is also better and way less noise. I believe that. And Android Auto and CarPlay support, that's true too. What EV has the longest range? What EV has the longest range? I think Model S rear-wheel drive. Long range, I think. Not available in Germany though. Do you think the demand for Teslas is falling in Germany? No, I don't think so. I mean, you saw the news. Model Y was the biggest selling car in September in Germany above everything. You don't follow Björn, you miss a lot of shit. No, I stopped watching him a long time ago because I don't want his opinion on my videos. And I don't know, when you test videos, you test cars yourself, it gets a bit boring to watch someone else test the same car or whatever. It's I don't know. He has different interests. He has a lot of Chinese cars, and I'm so not interested in that, so I won't be watching that. Nah. Lucid has longest range. Really? Are you sure? Not just the EPA, so the real? Really? I had no idea. Is it a bigger battery? I have no idea. I'm not good. Ooh, we have to do the like game. So, for all the 115 people that are here, listen up. This is important. Stay with me. Don't go away. Stay here. 117 people. See, we only have 29 likes on this live stream now, and we can do all together a little fun game where I count down, and then you all press like, and then if we're good, we get over 100 likes in a few seconds. You're good. If you're watching this on your television, just get your iPhone or whatever phone you have, and let's get this up. So no, don't like now when I count down. So let's all like at the same time. I can do it too. No, I can't. I'm counting down now. 3, 2, 1. Like. I'm so bossy. Every week. We are at 32. Let's go. 37. 66. 72. 75. Ooh, it's getting less. Come on, 25 people more. 117 people here. Come on, press that button. It's not that... It doesn't do you anything, and it helps me. I have 75 here. 77. Who says I have 87? Is this not... 79. Lucid has 500 miles real world test result at 70 miles per hour. What did the Model S has at the same test? 80 people. Yes, Lucid has the longest range, but EQS is close second. It's 87 already. Why do you have to 87? I don't have that. 82. Only shows 12 here. Marty is behind. I have 83 here. It's all fine. Thank you very much for playing. That was fun, as always. Okay. Then we talk about what happened last week, what's happening in the next week. Model S has 436 miles. Oh, I thought, but there's always new cars coming. Yeah, last week, what did we do? We only did, last Sunday, I did ID4, a degradation test with ID4 with a nice guy not far from here, 1 year old, 16,000 kilometers. The car, I have the test and everything. I haven't edited the video yet because this video will come in the next week. I had a few i4 M50 videos left, but they're done. This week there will be the Kona degradation video with the new battery. And then, like I said, the ID4. What about Genesis GV60? They're really expensive. They're the special brand from Hyundai Kia. They're even so if you want all-wheel drive, you're in a good price region. I looked it up. I asked Genesis for Genesis, yeah, I say Genesis like the band, for a press car, and they wanted to know all my stats, so how many people are watching, where are they coming from, what's the age and everything, and I did that, and then I never heard back. So I'm guessing I'm not good enough for them. So that ID4 video is coming, and then I have a few other video ideas that I want to film. I will film next weekend or maybe during the week or next Friday. We'll see. I only work Monday to Thursday this week, as I should always. That's nice. So it's this week and next week, and then I have a week off. Woo! We don't know yet if we're going away. It's not sure. I doubt it. I say that. I really, really doubt it. I can't see it happening. We're always horrible with that. I have not been invited to anything. I don't know. And I don't have any press cars set up. I don't have nothing. I don't have anything. No, I'm still... yeah. In 10 days, hopefully my ID3 will download the over-the-air update 3.0 finally. Because it should start in week... Where are we? Week 43, it should start, the new campaign should start, and I know that Walter is asking on Wednesday, and that's October 26th, so we'll see if it will work. That would be nice if the update would work this time. That would be, and then of course you get a video with that. Yeah, and I want to do a like-dislike video update. I said that the other week too. And I want to do a video about bonnet, how it's working now. I think that's it. It's not just range, it's charging speed curve and efficiency. Any car can do 1,000 km if you give a big enough battery. Bigger battery, more cost and more weight. It's true. The most range is not important. The important thing is the time to drive a specific range and charge it back up. There's a graph, and right now the Kia EV6 is the best car in that. But Ioniq 6, before Porsche or Model S or Model 3 or any other EV on the market, I don't know how you call that curve. But I've seen it on Next Move, on the news. It was nice. And like I said, Kia EV6. ID bus did 1,000 kilometers in 10.5 hours with about 30 kilowatt hours, 100. That's a lot, high consumption. Bonnet was horrible experience. Charging is interrupted after a minute or so. Tried it 2 times, never again. Well, that's not Bonnet's fault when the charging is interrupted. That's the charger's fault. If the charging doesn't start, don't get a connection or whatever, then it's Bonnet's fault. But if the charger stops, because Bonnet, the second when Bonnet sends, hey, I want to charge at you, and the charger said, nope, tried other card, no problem. But then it was, did you do it again after the normal card worked? Because Bonnet again sends just a thing, hey, I want to charge at you, and the charger says okay. And then there's no communication between Bonnet and the charger until the charger stops, and then Bonnet says, hey, I got a message that you stopped. That's the whole thing. It shouldn't. That's weird. I just asked Kia dealer here in Toronto, what is the wait time for 2023 EV6? It's 2 years here. Woohoo! When are you coming to Ireland? Maybe Cindy is coming. I'm not. I'm brutally honest. Cindy is a fan of Ireland. Ireland. I'm a big fan of the accent, or how you say that? Dialect? No, accent. I love it. She loves the countryside of Ireland. I'm not a fan of the. I don't know. For me, it's not a thing that I would want to go to. But she's very interested, so maybe she will fly over there or whatever. She was in Edinburgh once. She was in Stockholm once. She was in London with her parents. It's a bit of a charging desert island. Well, I won't drive there. Yeah, and at some point I want to go to Normandy coast, but I don't see that happening either. And at some point I want to go to Amsterdam. At some point, I don't know, meet Jill and then get high. Go put the country to where it is. It's probably always rains there. No, it's the same. It's not. It's more rain in Britain, but not that much more. Which do you like more, Q4, ID4, all-wheel drive? You can have the Q4 and all-wheel drive as well. I drove the Q4 e-tron. It's a great car. The software is not better than in ID4. It's not, oh my god, this is Audi, now it's better. They have a few different functions where it's better and a few that it's worse. My problem with the Q4 was it didn't feel as spacious as the ID4, even though it should be the exact same thing. And my biggest problem was the rear window. The rear window is in a position that when I sit in a good position, and it didn't even matter if I went higher or lower, but with the rear view mirror and looking out of the rear window, I cannot see cars that are behind me a bit farther away than 50 meters or so. So you're looking down to the rear. So on the highway, when I drive on the highway, because Germany, people were driving 200. So I look in the side mirrors and I look in the rear mirror all the time. So I see in a few hundred meters I have to pass. So in 10 seconds or so, I look in the rear view mirror, and in the other mirror, is there any cars coming? And in the left mirror, you cannot see that far either. But in the rear view mirror, I cannot see far. Normally see far back and say there's a car coming fast. In the e-tron, I couldn't see that. And that was a problem to me. That's why I would not get the Q4 and get the ID4. But that's the biggest reason. The other stuff is not a big thing. Marty, in the countryside or clustered and around town, will confess not checked in 6 months. On all the motorway services in most towns, they're all loads. That's nice. Still 100 people see. How are you all doing? We should do a poll, but I don't know what. I want to do. I'm preparing little things that come up in the middle where we do something. So it's poll time. So like my intro, like this. Yeah. Like this intro, then would be a different thing that says poll time, and then we do a poll. But we already did one, and I don't know which one. Interesting observation. Is that why Audi drivers drive so close? Well, no, they can see rear. The front is fine. That was my problem. Maybe it's because of my height. But even when I went, I couldn't get lower. But when I get higher, it was the same thing. So I had to do this, and even then I couldn't see very well. It wasn't good. I didn't like it. Yeah, I want to prepare a few things that pop up in the live stream that we do something. Do you use OBD Studio for streaming? Yes, I do. That's OBS. And this is how the stream turns into a game show. Exactly. And then we do giveaway. Oh yeah, Plug-ear. You remember a year ago, Plug-ear, that they do accessories for EVs. They sent me a lot of stuff for the ID3, and I made a video about it, and then we do the giveaway, and then we got a coupon code where you get 10% off. By the way, that's still working, that code. I had no idea. They're sending me new stuff. It already arrived at work on Friday, but it wasn't working on Friday. I will see it tomorrow. I will make a video about this. And we do a giveaway again. I have to ask the details. What will they be giving away, and how do they choose, and so on. And then after the video, a week later, in a live stream, we will do the giveaway thing again. That will be fun. And they're sending me a few things. So something to protect the grill in front, that the leaves don't go in. Then something that in the middle in the infotainment system, that you can put something behind it where you can put stuff in. I have to sneeze. Oh my god. Sorry. That was loud. Yeah, we're a game show. It's totally true. So, and there was more. What was more? There was a protective thing that you put in the trunk, but on the back of the rear seats. So when you put something in the trunk, that the rear seats are all covered. Gesundheit, donkey. Stuff like this. I'd like to see you drive the BMW i4 eDrive 35. It's got a smaller battery, but doesn't give up a lot of range. I think maybe because it's lighter, it might be more agile. Oh, the i4 was amazing in corners, the M50. There was no, oh, this is a heavy car and feels weird in corners. It was amazing in corners. So drive-wise, i4 was amazing. It was a sporty, quiet, nimble car. So a real drive machine. I just like it a bit more comfortable. This was all sporty. The tires, the suspension, how it drives when you floor it, how you feel the power. It's not just it's I explained it very well. Yeah. And the range, I think, was okay. And the eDrive 35, I think that the problem with that, with the difference in batteries is not so much the range, is that the charging power. Isn't the charging power less than in the M40 and in the M35? Recently I did 2 road trips all the way north to the forest southwest. No range anxiety or charging problems. Most hotels have charging as well. That's awesome. Awesome. Yeah, we're almost at an hour. I will stop today at an hour. I have to do something. Do I get weird emails? Because I want to find a GPS tracker for one of our dogs, and just to know if there is anything. And for Cindy, when she's walking in the morning. Exercise in front of the camera is healthy. Exercises. maybe more comfortable. It's possible. I was told the i4 series are basically an electrified 4 series, which means a lot of car is compromised in terms of interior space and stuff like transmission tunnel. Exactly. That's what my main complaint was about the car. I finally got my ENIAC. I got 2023 model year with 3.1 software, which was a nice surprise after over 1 year of wait. Yeah, 3.1 rule. 3.1 is a big step. 3.0 brings you a state of charge in the middle and the new app with where the car is, location. But 3.1 gives you the trip meter in the infotainment in the instrument cluster, gives you charging power in the infotainment system, and you have plug-in charge in the app and in the car. So 3.1 is a big step. 3.2 that I had in the ID bus, I haven't seen anything special. Yeah. How the hell, by the way, is Björn testing an ID bus when the car is not even out for people to buy? I mean, I drove it, but it was a media event. How did he get the car? I'm asking for a car, but I'm not getting one. I wanted to do range tests and everything, but I'm not getting one. I should have done it when I was in Copenhagen. I was an idiot. I wasn't, because Björn has a gazillion subs. That's true. He gets everything. That's true. But I thought it's not allowed or whatever. All of ID4s come with 3.1 now, don't they? I think all ID cars since building of June, July should come with that. I think so. Yeah. What I want to say? Yeah, I should have done it in Copenhagen, and I was, now it has to be done with 130, then I can compare it to other cars, but I can't drive 130, so that's a problem. And I should have just said, nah, just do it in a different speed. It's fine. That would have been better. Okay, is there any questions, anything we have to talk about, anything you want to know? Björn was very pleased with the headlights regarding bus. So the normal lights, they're the same as an ID4, ID3, but just higher. Really? I wouldn't notice a difference to ID3, I'm guessing. And you can get the Matrix LED headlights anyways if you order the car, because it's not available in any of the car. Did you talk about the Onyx 6? Yes, we did in the beginning. You came late. Loser. Isn't it amazing how the focus works? Beep. No, it doesn't work now. It's too close. There we have it. Focus on the finger. Focus on me. Ha. Will you get the Ioniq 6? I'm thinking about it very strongly. Yes, Ioniq 6 seems to be the next great step in a car. Ioniq 5 was a big step, but too high of a consumption. Kia EV6, less consumption, but still. And I think that the Ioniq 6 will be the next step. Great consumption, okay power, okay battery, amazing charging. And features that are great, and they will get better and better. Tesla, go home. Yes, we don't want ICE compromised car without a frunk. Frunk, I'm sorry, frunk for me is overrated. Yes, you can put your cable in there, so I put my cable in there, whatever. I'm okay with the space in the ID3, so I don't need that much space. I like it more in ID3 that I can go to it and open it. I don't have to do it with an app or go into the car. This is what I find annoying. Okay, I have to go to the frunk. How do I get in? I can only do it inside the car or with the app in Tesla. And that's annoying. In the trunk, you can just open without any from outside. And if this is enough space, then I do it. In the UK, the MG4 is getting rave reviews. What does rave mean? Great? I have no idea. I wonder if my ID3 will be built before you get your new car. Isn't there a city in Germany called Frankfurt? Haha, you're so funny. I got my ENIAC with 3.4 before ID3 got 2.4, with 3.1 before ID3 got 2.4. Yes, but ID3 is also being delivered with 3.1. Just older cars, the update is so slow. Yeah, this whole update fiasco, it doesn't matter if over the air at the dealer, the problems. It's just not funny anymore. Rave, great rave, drag dance party. Yeah. That's good that it's getting great reviews. I've seen a few reviews and the interior looks cheap, and I don't mean materials. I mean that it looks like, okay, the smaller screen, small here, don't put too much stuff in there to make it cheap. But again, I want to keep an open mind and drive it. Frunk is useful for putting shopping in if you reverse into parking spaces. I understand why frunks are useful and it's nice to have extra space, but I'm saying to get into is more of a hassle than going into a trunk, and I have enough space in my ID3, so I don't need a frunk. I just don't need it. That's the thing. I never had so much stuff that I was, oh my god, if I would have a frunk, it would be all better. I'm not saying if a car has the frunk and it costs, let's say it would cost more, I still would take it with the frunk. They say MG4 is 10k cheaper than ID3 in UK. It's possible, very possible, especially now when they increase prices. Macan is being affected by the problematic software development of Volkswagen. I understand that. Over time analog. I think frunk is handy if you have front charger ports. Maybe. Well, then you just have to go around. It's fine. It's more expensive to make frunks. Yeah, but not a lot. It's okay. Yeah, like I said, MG4, I want to get impressed by the car. It's very possible. It drives amazing. I will charge a bit. I will drive it down. We'll go on the highway, go top speed. Look at consumption numbers. Look at the software and everything. I want to find out how it is. Are you afraid of Frankenstein? Want to see how that is and feel it. And then you get a video. Like I said, it's YouTube tells me to do another advertising. Let's make money. Ta-da! I did it. I'm a sucker for YouTube, huh? Of course you don't miss a frunk because you don't have one. That's true. That's true. A frunk of F-150 Lightning is great. Yeah, it's true. That's bigger than my trunk. The EV9 is going to sell really well in North America, but love big here. That's true. That's why the Polestar 3 will also sell great there. And that's why you don't have an ID3 there, because small cars, it won't sell as much as they need to sell to make a profit with all the problems to get the car there. Okay, I will leave you now. We did an hour. It was a lot of fun. Thank you very much. Like I said, the changes here with the live stream, if I want to do poll time or whatever, it will take some time. I don't want to scare you, but it will be fun to do a bit of things here. 100 likes, that's true. So I'm ending at a great time anyway. Have a good week, you too. You all take care. I will see you next week. Bye bye. I need an outro too. This is an intro.